was freaking awesome.
No.
Screw the reviews. That movie was sick.
I think the reviews might have been a little too harsh, but
that was like the most
awesome.
that was like the most entertaining movie.
No, it wasn't.
All time.
Are you kidding me? There was definitely some good, like the stuff. The Empty New York stuff was cool.
That was awesome. How did they get like the plants
cool.
and stuff?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of it could be done digitally and with sets that just make it look with you know, like blue screen backgrounds.
The only thing I didn't like was the digital zombies.
That ruined it for me.
That was pretty stupid.
That it was really annoying.
But it was like an American.
It was like an American 28 Days Later. That's why I don't know.
I think those digital zombies like did that real people couldn't do.
The book would be interesting to read, but I want to see the original movies first.
Wait, what original movies?
This is the third movie they've made off of that book. The original ones were the Omega Man, and the Last Man on Earth, I think, is the other one called, and they're both based off the book. The Last Man
those
on
are
Earth,
like old 50s, like those are like really old, aren't they?
Well, the Last Man on, I think it's called The Last Man on Earth. That one's with Vincent Price.
Oh,
and that
really?
one's pretty old. And then they made one in the 60s or 70s. I'm not sure. Called Omega Man, and that's with Charlton Heston.
Oh.
Charlton
Heston, Vincent Price, Will Smith.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
I think Charlton Heston would be better. He's already done that kind of post-apocalyptic thing with Planet of the Apes.
Is he even in movies anymore? Why not?
This is just NRA.
That movie kind of looked like a big ad for NRA.
That did?
Yeah, the guns.
What are you talking about? There was like one gun in the whole movie.
I don't know.
Like a big ad. Now every time there's guns in a movie, you're like, oh, this must have been sponsored by the NRA.
Well, it was definitely sponsored by Ford.
Oh yeah, there's definitely Ford advertising all over that. The Mustang, and then those two like
the two stupid SUVs.
Yeah, the two SUVs that were like identical.
Yeah, I think I saw a Ford Escort parked on the side of the street a couple scenes too.
There were some parts of it that were so dumb.
Like what? Like what part?
Like all the parts when he wasn't in the city. Like when he was just doing random stupid things.
He was in the city the whole movie.
No, I mean when he was like talking with that girl and like the whole dramatic scene thing. That was terrible.
I thought that was touching.
It was not
the
touching,
Bob
it was
Marley
awful.
scene.
That was so dumb.
That was touching.
The whole guess what? It's in the future. People aren't going to remember Bob Marley. That wasn't really.
I didn't get that joke.
How did you not get it? It was in the future, so she was younger than him, so she didn't know who Bob Marley was because she's a new generation. It was supposed to be a joke.
Well, that wasn't funny.
Because it's set 3 years from now, or well, not 3 years from now.
I didn't think they did a very good job of making it look like the future, though.
It's only supposed to be 2012.
Yeah, I know, but it just looked like 2007.
Well, everything dies. The whole thing, everyone's gone in 2009. That's when the whole virus started and everything. So you think that we're going to have flying cars in 2 years? Or 1 year?
Maybe.
It's 2008 now. Could have done a mix between like special effects creatures and
well, 28
people.
28
it could have been like, you know.
Well, I think that's kind of like I know you've said before that you don't really like 28 Days because it's not like the zombie, like it doesn't follow like the zombie code.
I know it's not zombies. That is not what bothers me. It bothers me that they run around and it's not.
But that's
scary.
awesome. It's not really meant to be scary.
Oh, it's all right. It was entertaining. It wasn't a great movie.
Well, that's what I think, that there's been so many movies that have come out that are like entertaining but not necessarily like great movies, you know?
Are you kidding me? This like fall has had like a huge spree of just awesome movies and not like really entertaining ones. It's been mostly just really good movies.
Like what? Which ones?
Like I'm Not There and No Country for Old Men and
yeah, I haven't.
And
well, I guess
3:10 to Yuma.
I guess I should say movies that I've seen recently, because like movies like 3:10 to Yuma and No Country for Old Men, they never play. But all those movies too, like they're not in theaters for very long either.
This was just kind of a subpar popcorn thrill.